to the show, everyone. We have a listener that's been on my show before. She is a listener of this station, and she called in and she said, I think I'd like to come on. That was with something else. Now she's got something else that she's going to be talking about. I have with me Monica Staggs, and she's the owner of Arizona CPR Training and Certification. We're also live on Facebook, so I want to say hi to everybody. And the next guest over there is tweeting, and he's doing his thing, so we're going to say hi to everybody. And after the show, I'm going to share it, and then everybody else can like it and share it, and it'll keep on going. Welcome back to the show, Monica.
It was my pleasure.
Absolutely. I want to get that closer to you so I can hear you, okay? And so let's talk a little bit about how long you've been doing this CPR training and what you do. Go ahead.
I have been a CPR trainer since 2012. That's about 6 years now. I teach healthcare providers CPR, bloodborne pathogens, CPR, AED, and first aid classes.
Go ahead.
And instructor training classes.
Okay, so let me talk to you. Right now, we're in the summer, a lot of kids are in the pool and stuff like that. Obviously, it can happen to anybody. But CPR is really important for people to do. So have you ever performed CPR in a real-life situation?
I have performed CPR in a real-life situation. I used to be EMT, so I have performed CPR on infants, children, and adults. And yes, pool safety is a big concern. You should always have, if you're going to have a pool party, you should always have one person that's standing around the pool, not in the pool, watching everybody. Have alarms on your doors, and have at least one person that knows CPR just in case.
Right. Obviously, we know pool time is really bad, but there's also other reasons how other people can get in that situation. Name them right now.
Well, you can CPR can happen if you're eating too fast. You start choking. You can't get it out by your abdominal thrust. Your heart can stop. You can pass out. You can have, because you have a cardiac arrest. Your heart stops. A heart attack. Opioid withdrawals and opioid. Addictions.
Wow, that's amazing. And I never even thought of that. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to open up the lines throughout the rest of the show, too, for everybody. They're going to get entered in to win one free certification class. It's of your choice, and we're going to talk about which those are. We're going to have to do them fast because we need longer here. But one first class of your choice, and you get a free first aid kit, too, along with it. I love that. I would want one. I need that. Okay, so our number here is 602-277-5369. Toll free, it's 1-866-536-1100. Her website is Arizona CPRcertification.com, and Arizona spelled all out. When you work with people, do you do free consultations?
Yes, I do. I can come to you too with a class of 5 or more. We can sit there and we can talk about. I give discounts for large classes, like for example, dentist classes, new moms, doctors' offices, child care centers. Anybody that has a large, we'll sit down and talk.
And you can even do it in
take care of your needs.
Even if they live by themselves, if they're one person, can you do it, or two? Just because
I have an office out of Tempe. It's off of Rural and Baseline. It's a classroom setting, and you can always come in there, and we can get you trained.
Or she can come to you. Are you valley-wide too?
Yeah, yes, I am. Okay. I will travel, like I said, for a class of 5 or more. I will travel.
Okay. Now, again, we've got our lines open here. Everyone's getting entered in to win one free certification class of your choice. We're going to talk about that now. And you get a first aid kit. The number here is 602-277-5369. Toll free, it's 1-866-536-1100. I want to talk about the classes and what the different ones are. Go ahead.
Well, the classes are, for example, your CPR AED classes are excellent for your child care providers, and we can also work on pediatric CPR. It's also great for your foster parents, anybody that is in a non-healthcare field, grandparents. It's a great class for grandparents to take, especially if they're babysitting their grandchildren.
And what other classes do you have?
We have first aid classes that we can add along with it, and like I said, that is a great course. It gives you the basics, what to happen, and like I said, that's also for your non-healthcare providers. Then we have your healthcare provider course that goes a little more in depth of how to handle situations. We work on two-person CPR, one-person CPR. We use the bag, and we use the AED machine, and then we have bloodborne pathogens. That I would strongly recommend that for anyone, tattoo artists, lab techs, anyone that deals with blood or human fluids.
Wow. So there's so many different reasons. Are all of these listed on your website?
Yes, they are.
Okay, the website is all spelled out. Arizona CPR training and certification. So it's, it's Arizona CPR certification.
Yes, that's correct.
.com. I was reading. So it's Arizona CPR certification.com. Our number here is 602-277-5369, and toll free it's 1-866-536-1100. Everyone's going to get entered into that, and you get a free first aid kit along with that. I want to talk about, too, the classes. You go to them. If it's 5 people or more, you can go to them.
Yes, I will.
I love the idea about a family with a new baby coming along, a new mommy, how wonderful that would be for them to have. Or anybody who has somebody in the family that might deal with asthma. There's a lot of different reasons why you might personally want to take it. There's also people that have to take it, right? Go ahead.
Yes, there are people that have to take it. Foster parents have to take it. Obviously, your healthcare provider has to take that. Child care providers have to take that. So anybody in a field, sometimes the restaurant, if you work in a restaurant, like as a chef, you have to take that. So construction industries.
And so for you said that you have an office and your classroom is a classroom environment. Is in Tempe?
Yes, it is.
Okay. And then you will also go to them if they have to. Do you go to the businesses as well?
I will go to businesses. I can come to your place of work, and we can. For example, a lot of dentists will offer that after their CPR training after their last patient.
I know it's Friday and it's not something that you really want to think about, but you know what? Here's the deal. Number one, everybody should really do it. There's teachers out there that have to have it. There's so many people that really, especially here in Arizona, with everybody having a pool, there's a really good reason for everybody to at least be trained. Maybe it's something that you need to do. It might be that you have a job that requires it, right? So that you can either come to her or she'll go to you if you've got 5 people or more. There's real good reasons. People have parties all the time for a lot of different reasons. Why not have a party to learn how to save people? I think that's an awesome idea.
I went to one not too long ago. It was in Glendale, and it was a new mom, and
Such a great idea.
She had a bunch of her little friends, that were also new moms, and they all got together. They had little trays of food and punch, and we taught CPR, and they were having a good time, but they were learning something at the same time.
Exactly. And believe me, I know new mom sounds great, but how about us older folks?
Yes.
How about us older folks when you're living just the two of you together, and something may happen at any time. Anything can happen at any time. So again, she's located in Tempe, but she will come to you if it's 5 people or more. She's valley-wide that way. You could call her direct. She does have free consultations that she talks to you about. That is 520-424-4071. Her website has all the listings of all of her classes that she offers. It's Arizona CPR certification.com. But we've got our lines open here, and everyone's getting entered in to win one free certification class of your choice. And it comes along with a first aid kit. I want that. I'm going to be showing it to everybody afterwards, after the show. Our number here is 602-277-5369, and toll free it's 1-866-536-1100. Do you feel that because you've had to perform CPR on someone yourself, do you feel that has made you a little bit of a better teacher?
Yes, it is, because I'm able to show you the proper placement. I'm able to talk about what you will feel and how you will feel, and I'm able to describe to you real life scenarios that perhaps that that you might run into if you have to do CPR. And might I say that if you don't do CPR in your work, which I hope none of you will have to, most of your problems are usually at a family reunion with a family member.
Sure.
So it is very important for at least one person in a household to know CPR.
Yeah, that's what I was just saying. And again, I love the idea of getting some people together and learning something like this with just a group of you. She'll come to you anywhere. She is valley-wide if you have 5 people or more, right?
Yeah, or you can come to a Tempe class, which is off of Rural and Baseline.
When do you have these classes?
I have classes. They start at 10 a.m. and they're Monday through Friday. And we can you can call me or you can sign up via the website.
Okay, and how fast can they get in if they want to jump in on a class?
I do have a healthcare provider class coming this Monday.
Okay, so here we're going to do is we're going to open up the lines of the audience for everyone to keep on calling in. You're getting a 1 free certification class of your choice along with a first aid kit. Our number here, 602-277-5369.